Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another live stream. So, yeah, this is pretty much, I just restarted the live stream with my GPU encoder. And I'm gonna share the live stream right now. Hold on. Okay, let's see. So just gonna wait for people to rejoin so they don't miss anything. Let's see. Right. Let me make sure the live stream is fine. Hey, everything looking good now. The CPU is no longer screaming anymore. Right, seems good. Seems great. Okay, just gonna wait for people to rejoin, and we're gonna continue our adventure. So pretty much it's have ended the compilation now. The compiling should be much faster because my CPU is no longer going crazy with the streaming software. And also the fact and also the audio quality should be much better right now. And in fact, the audio quality was going crazy because I also have like a filter and in like NVIDIA RTX voice running just to make sure to filter any like background noise. Basically, that was why the problem, I think. But anyways, so hopefully let me know if the quality is better right now. So yeah, live back switched. Okay. All right, I think let's just continue so we don't waste too much time, I think. So let's just run this out and let's see. So as you can see right now, we're getting a window pretty much, pretty simple stuff. So let's just, oh, oops. So pretty much we have added right now Bevy Inspector EGUI, and Bevy Wrapper 2D. Okay, so let's add these two. Let's start with the Bevy Inspector. Let's go here. And well, where is Bevy Inspector? It's right here. There you go. So just gonna add this guy. So add plugins, World Inspector plugin. And let's just import this guy to import. And there you go. Is there like a prelude or something like that? I wonder. I mean, it seems like, but I wonder if that's like, no, doesn't seem like. So anyway, it's fine, I guess. So yeah, okay, let's try this now. And we should get a inspector too. Come on. Okay. There you go, finally. Okay, so right now we got a world inspector. You can see that we have a window right now. We can see everything like the entities. There's the window, cached window, EGUI context, EGUI input, EGUI mouse position, output, blah, blah, blah. So this is all doesn't seem like it's configurable for some reason. Yeah, it's not registered in the type registry. And then there's some resources here that I can change, like the ambient light, clear color too. But it doesn't seem like it's drawing the clear color though. Is that a bug or something? No idea. MSAA samples 4. Okay, so, and there you go. There's the time here too. Time resource and some assets. All right, so there is some weird problem right now here. I wonder how can I like mute this stuff? And maybe it's not even working out. I don't know. Okay, let's try to add like physics to the Bevy physics. Where is it? There you go. So default plugins. Okay, I could actually add multiple using the tuple. The error spam is harmless and some sort of issues with OBS WGPU. Oh, interesting. And hello, suddenly corporeal. Welcome to the live stream. Okay, nice to hear. But it doesn't really show like the background color. I mean, I tried to change it using the world inspector, but it didn't work. And in fact, I can't tell what is these problems, by the way. Uh, I don't know if I want to waste that much time, I guess. Anyway, yeah, I mean, if I focus on it, but anyway. So it seems like I can actually add multiple plugins, I think, using the tuple maybe. Let's try that out, I guess. I mean, at least it seems like it. So, comma. And let's try, I guess, to do this. Would that work out? It seems like it. Seems to be fine. And we could also add this now. Wrap your physics plugin. There you go. Okay. So let's import this too. Bevy wrapper 2D. Okay, let's go with the prelude. Let's just import everything in the prelude there, which is cool. Okay. No user data. All right, lovely. So pixels per meter here where you set that up. And now that should be good to go. We could also add this debug render plugin from Rapier. Okay, now let's, I guess, try this out. Oops. Let's try this out. How much it would take, by the way, for an incremental build? 8 seconds, 9, 10, 11, 12. Though we're not using dynamic linking, it took around 14 seconds or 13 seconds. Anyways. All right, so also the clear color won't show up if there's no camera. Okay, let's go. All right, let's actually start to spawn a camera. All right. So I think add system, isn't it? Well, let's actually check out the guide here real quick. So like clear color, for example. As you can see, you could actually add a system startup. So add system, you basically give it like a schedule label. And one of the schedule label is called startup, which basically I think runs at the start of the game or the application basically. And then here I think you tell it like the systems that you want to start. It could be even it could be a function, could be, seems like a tuple of functions, but let's just create a setup function here. Okay, so we could just do it like this, for example. fn setup, and then here we got immutable commands, and then we could use that commands to spawn a camera 2D bundle, which basically contains multiple bundles to create a camera 2D. Now we could check this out. It basically contains a camera component, a camera render graph, a projection. It seems like orthographic projection because, well, this is camera 2D, visible entities, frustum, transform, global transform, camera 2D, tone mapping, okay. The band dither too. And the default, this is the default values basically. Pretty cool. All right, let's go ahead and let's see if this works now. We got, I think we have added it work now. Pretty cool. Yeah, pretty much takes around 10 seconds to 15 seconds. Okay, so right now we got a camera. Let's try to change the clear color, for example. And there you go, it actually works out. Lovely. Amazing. And yeah, pretty much. So now the question is what kind of game or what kind of application you want to make. All right, so some people actually suggested me in the Bevy server to try to create maybe this game, steroids game, which is I think basically the first game ever made, I guess. Well, trying to. Well, hold on. I don't want to get copyrighted or something. Steroids game. Well, not steroids. Did I misspell that? I guess I misspelled that. Well, what? Oh, asteroids. Sorry, asteroids. Not steroids. All right. Okay. Asteroids. All right. So this game pretty much, not the steroids game. Okay, so this one. Uh, so I don't know how exactly I'm gonna go about this, but my idea is to try to figure out a way to like generate these meshes or these shapes, these 2D meshes, hopefully. I don't know if like there is a Bevy thing for that, but hopefully we could generate these meshes. And then after that, we could basically feed that mesh maybe to Rapier and also to the rendering engine, like as a mesh. Well, let's see if we can actually do that. I don't know. Never really tried this. So let's see. Create mesh 2D or something. Right. Otherwise, we're just gonna go with something pretty simple, like, just getting a texture or something. Simple triangle mesh and Bevy, but I'm having a hard time. Looks about right to me. Okay, let's see what he's doing. Let's see if this is actually quite simple or not. I mean, attribute position triangle list. It's 2D. I mean, I would have expected like an easier way to do it in 2D, honestly. And there may be something like that. I don't know. Bevy shape mesh, like shape 2D mesh or something, or like shape 2D. Let's see about that. 2D drawing basic shapes in 2D. Da, 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 da. Draw 2D shapes and path in the Bevy Game Engine. Well, not exactly what I want. So yeah, I think it's pretty much if we want that, I think we just have to basically make it mesh. Pretty much seems like. Okay, sprite. Well, what about Rapier? Can we do that? Collision shape colliders. Let's see if that supports it by any chance. Trimesh. Okay, I can actually indeed give it like some vertices and some indices. So yeah, it's very similar to the way Bevy does it, I guess. Polyline. Yeah, that's exactly what I kind of want, honestly. Some 2D polyline. Hmm. Yeah, it should be, it could be just convex, doesn't matter. It would be nice to have concave too. Well, 3D compound shapes. Um, cuboid. Mm-hmm. Okay, what is this? Collision groups and solver groups? No, no, no. Right. Well, let's try. Let's actually see the Bevy Rapier 2D examples. Let's see if we can get something interesting too there. Rope joint events despawn, custom system setup, contact filter. No, it doesn't seem like we have anything interesting here. Okay. Well, I guess let's just look for a texture pack, honestly. Yeah, let's keep it simple, I think. Okay. So asteroids texture pack. Maybe I could look for Kenny assets. Let's see if you have some assets for that. Asteroids. Oopsies. What's your hardware? Hello, yo man 3D. Welcome to the live stream. My hardware is well, medium. So pretty much I have a CPU. It's Intel Core i5 10400F, basically 10th generation CPU. Pretty much it's around 6 cores, physical cores, and 12 logical. Right, in memory, pretty much 24 gigs, DDR4, and some SSDs in the Ethernet, and the GPU NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1650 with 4 gigabytes of dedicated GPU memory. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, so 2D. Let's see. There's this interesting thing. Oh, hold on. Go back. I've seen something. That's interesting. Simple space. That's interesting. All right. Okay. That's nice. I think that could serve us well. Well, honestly, let's actually just search for some pack for space. Okay. Let's see all the stuff there is there. All right, let's go. So there's, for example, this one. There's this one, which is very simplistic. Love that style. And there's this one. But this is an extension, seems like. Interesting. Okay, let's check these out. Okay, and how about making a game like Celeste? What is that game? I don't even know that game. I mean, of course I have. Well, let me check it out in another tab. Celeste. Yeah, I've seen this before, but I don't know it. It's a platformer game, I think. It seems like a platformer game. Kind of a bit pixel art. Yeah, it seems like pixel art. Hmm. Okay. Uh, but yeah, I think it's probably much easier to just go with something very simple, I guess. Well, this is out of the scope, I guess. But there you go. We have some ships here. Just some asteroids, not much though. But yeah, there's also some men here. There's rockets, but yeah, this is just an extension, really. Okay. Where's the other one now? There's this one, which is Space Shooter Redux. Yeah, there's some asteroids here. There's some ships, pretty cool ships. There's some components here. Not sure what's those. Cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, I think this is pretty good, honestly, for our case. And there's this simple one, which I very much like the style. What do you think, guys? What do you think? Should we go with this one or this one? Yeah, this one or this one? Like a simple, simplistic style, or go into this kind of more, I guess, realistic substance? Let me know. Let's see. I like Bevy's system architecture. Yeah, me too. It's pretty great. Let me know, guys. What do you think would be better? This one or yeah? Honestly, I'm probably gonna go with. Oh, you mean this one? This simplest, this simple one, or Space Shooter Redux? Simple or Redux? I don't even know what Redux means, by the way. I always see it. No, the realistic one. Okay. Well, no idea what's that. Revived. Okay. All right, let's go with this one. Okay, let's save this up and let's go ahead. Let's extract here. Extract all. Extract. And there you go. So here we got some PNGs. As you can see, or we could use a sprite sheet. Sprite sheet. Now we also get, with this sprite sheet, we also get an XML file, which contains the information like on how to like cut those sprite sheet and stuff. Now let me know, should we just go with the PNG files, or should we maybe try to like process this using some XML library and just like automatically get all this stuff into some dictionary or something? I think we're probably just gonna go with a PNG, but let me know. Wing blue, wing red. What do you think, guys? Which one? Which way should we go with? Should we just use the PNG ones, or should we process this sprite sheet using Rust and just get the X, Y, width, height, etc.? I mean, that would be fun. Go with the easy one. All right, let's go. I guess with let's go with the simple one, which is PNG. Okay, so which one should we pick? Well, I guess I like this one, maybe. Or maybe this one. Yeah, maybe. Well, I don't know. Anyways, let's just choose whichever. And let's bring it inside of, I guess, a folder called assets, if I remember well. So this could be changed, of course. But let's just say directory. I guess let's call this PNG, or no, let's just call this images. Okay, or not really sprites. Let's just go with images, and let's just grab the images that we want to use right now. Let's go, for example, let's go with this one. Or you know what? Let's go with this one. Okay, images, refactor. Okay, we got one image right there. Well, what else we gonna need? We're gonna need some meteors. Oh well, that's a lot of cool stuff right there. Okay. Well, let's just start with something big. There's medium. Okay, let's start with some medium meteorite or meteor, right? Meteor. Should we go with the brown or the gray? I guess maybe the gray. Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. Let's go with the gray. Okay. Let's start with these. Of course, later on we may want to use multiple ones of these. But let's just go easy on right now. Okay. All right, so now we got the assets down. Oh, do I need anything else? Hold on a second. Come on. Where can open file location? Let's go. Okay, do I need anything else? PNGs. There's some damage here. Ooh, okay, that's interesting. So like when the ship get destroyed, we can spawn that sprite. There's also some effects here. Enemies, we don't need those right now. Lasers too. Okay, well, we're gonna need those to actually destroy the asteroids. That's interesting. What else? There's also some UI stuff. I don't think we're gonna touch UI for now. So that's something. Okay, we got also numbers here. That's very interesting. Very cool. Okay. We got also this UFO blue, which we're not gonna need right now. All right, so the only thing that I'm gonna need right now, honestly, is the laser that we're gonna shoot into the asteroids, pretty much. So yeah, I guess let's go with laser blue. Yeah, why not? Let's just go with this one. Okay, so right now we got a laser, we got a meteor, and we got a player ship. Pretty cool. Let's go. All right, so first of all, we need to like spawn some bodies, like well, a 2D body, a 2D physics body. So let's see how we can do that. In fact, well, assets, or maybe I need to actually get the assets first. Load the assets. So let's go to the examples, the Bevy examples. These should help. There you go. Let's see. So by the way, we could actually change the color to something. So let's do that. Why not? Let's insert resource. Is it before or after? Or maybe it doesn't even matter. Let's just go before as they done. Clear color, color RBG or RGB. And then, well, let's just go with this color, I guess. Maybe let's add a little bit of blue right there to make it a little bit bluish, like space. Let's see. Other than that, what else? We're also gonna need, of course, an update. But yeah. Clear color low. Okay, build finished. No, that's too much blue. That's too much blue. Let's go, I guess, with one. Okay, so let's see what we have. Build finished. Well, not great, but anyways, that's fine. That's fine for now. So let's see how we can load sprites. For example, we have 2D gizmos, 2D shapes. Hold on a second. Let's see how they do shapes. Material mesh 2D blender. Well, he's using a circle. Color material from color purple. Odd. No, there's no regular polygon. Okay, well, you can actually use regular polygon, so that's interesting. I guess this is like how much sides, I think. Yeah, pretty much 6 sides. So yeah, that would have been interesting, but anyways, we're fine for now. Okay, manual mesh 2D, mesh 2D vertex colors, move sprite. Renders a 2D mesh, changes the transform sprite. Okay, let's see this one. Well, I want it with a texture though. So let's see one with a texture. All right, so he's loading using an asset server. There you go. So we need this asset server right here. Let's grab that, put it here in the setup. Oopsies. Okay. And right now, hopefully we could actually load our assets. Commands.spawn, bundle. There's like this direction up. Oh, this is a component, okay. So anyways, let's just spawn a sprite bundle right now. Sprite bundle. Let's go. And you can give it like texture and the transform, for example. Like, yeah, we could say texture, and we could use our asset server, Lloyd. There's Lloyd folder, Lloyd untyped, all that cool stuff. Anyways, so Lloyd, what do you give that? You give it like an actual path. So you could basically say images. Ooh, I'd like to change this though. Okay, so say images, oopsies, slash. Let's take this player ship to orange or whatever. Well, how do you copy this? Bruh. Well, come on. Well, let me just write it anyways. Player ship to orange. .png. Is that it? And of course, let's say default. Default. There you go. And he said F2. That didn't really do anything. Yeah. Okay, what's happening here? I done something wrong? Oh, yeah, I missed a semicolon there. What else? Thank you for making the Vulcan in C tutorial. You're welcome. And I don't really see a name. Interesting. Did you hack the Matrix or something? All right. Sprite bundle. Like when my brain sees something in comments, like it just like crashes at for a second. Oh yeah, there's no name. All right. Commands this one. It's like when I was in Discord and like someone had like a profile picture, like the default profile picture, but it was inverted. And like the moment I've seen it, it's like my mind just crashed. Let's see if this actually works. Sprite. We could also give it a transform. But let's just see what's gonna happen here. So for right now, let's see. Yeah, it's taking some time. Okay. Use dynamic linking feature to get faster compile time. I tried, but it didn't work for whatever reason. I don't know why it didn't work. But there you go. So as you can see, we got the window as we got before. We got a camera 2D, which we spawned, which contains all this cool stuff right here. And we also got entity, which we have just spawned right now. It doesn't have a name though. And yeah, we could actually change it, the transform of it, as you can see here, which is quite nice. So positive y is going up, negative y is going down, negative x is going left, positive x is going right, yeah. And z is pretty much not really relevant here because we're using an orthographic camera. And then we got a rotation. Ooh, okay. That's the rotation in the x-axis. Oops, let's just make this into 0. And this is in the y-axis. Okay. What about this one? All right, Z axis. This is what we want to actually rotate the ship though. That's gonna be interesting. All right, and here the scale, that's the X, that's the Y, and that's the Z. Well, Z doesn't do anything because, well, we're in 2D. So visibility, inherited, we could actually hide it, or we could make it visible or inherited. Cool. There's also MSAA, which we could make it sample 8. It's by default sample 4, or we could turn it off. But yeah, sample 4 seems fine to me. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And for the assets, I think we're gonna have our asset that we have just loaded in image. There you go. Yeah, the last asset is loaded here. Pretty cool. Okay, so what to do next? Now I'm just gonna take this sprite and also add to it a body, like a physics body, hopefully right now. So let's figure out how to do that. Let's go back to Rapier to the examples or something like that. Where is Rapier? There you go, I guess. There you go. Assets, Bevy Rapier 2D, examples. And let's go to the simplest. I guess this is one is the simplest there, which is cool. Okay. Set up graphics, set up physics. Is it really needed to actually separate them? I guess it doesn't matter, so yeah, grant size, command spawn. So here he's just spawning the camera 2D. In here, transform bundle with a collider. But there's no texture here. But it should be fine. Same thing, I guess. But why would you need a transform bundle? I mean, doesn't the sprite have a transform? But yeah, I guess this is like the global transform thing. It's kind of like node in Godot. And then here we have a collider. Okay, let's see. Let's start with this transform bundle though. Transform bundle. So first of all, well, can we actually make this as an entity? Where's the yeah, there you go. Let's see. So we have components, and we don't want a component, we want an entity, right? Struct person, component, person, name. So we could make like a component called player, I guess. Cool. And what else? There's plugins, which is, I think, irrelevant for us right now. Don't want to create a plugin. Resources, blah, blah, not now. Okay. Let's go back to the examples. And let's see, for example, well, yeah. What about moving the sprite, right? What's going on here? There's a sprite bundle, and it's just using this transform the sprite bundle. But let's just go ahead and just use this up though. So how it's done there? So let's just create a transform bundle, and basically we're just gonna use like that. Okay. So we're gonna make a tuple, and let's just have a transform bundle. So a bundle of the transform and global transform components which describes the position of an entity. Okay, so basically the position of the sprite would probably be like the local position of the sprite. Okay, so transform bundle. Well, so we could say default from transform. Well, for now, I guess let's default maybe. Yeah, should be fine. And we should have like new transform. Let's see. Gonna take around 50 seconds. 30 seconds, right? 13 seconds. Come on. Oh my god, what's going on here? Something crazy going on. A Rust panic. Let's see what he panicked exactly. That's a long call stack. Bruh. Let's go one by one, I guess. Bundle has duplicate components. Interesting. Has duplicate components. Yeah, so the error I think is has duplicate components. Let's see. Let's make sure we're not doing something funny. Let's see. Transform bundle. Sprite bundle. Without this, it doesn't panic, right? Okay. Can we transform bundle to D though? Because this is actually a cuboid though. Oh, well, that's interesting. Sprite bundle contains transform bundle. Oh, well, I guess that makes sense. So maybe transform bundle you actually need it only for 3D, maybe? Or maybe transform 2D, I don't know. No, probably you don't need that. Anyway, let's just look for how to actually create right now body, physics body, let's see. Where is it? Bevy Rapier. Well, this is cuboid though. How can I create 2D stuff? Well, what? This is Bevy Rapier 2D. Why there's a cuboid here? That is another level. Why? What? That's crazy. Player movement. Oh. Well, I guess you still have to actually do stuff in 3D. Into yeah, in 3D. It's just funky universe naming. 2D circles are balls and so on. Oh, okay. I see. So I guess maybe we're just gonna add like a cuboid collider. All right, collider cuboid. Well, we don't want a cuboid. Oh, yeah, we want like let's say a ball. Okay, let's see. Collider. Okay, there's all this stuff. There's a ball. There you go, which we can actually give it a radius. Oh well, what kind of radius? Interesting. I wonder if I could actually see the collider. Well, we're gonna find out. It's actually a okay. I mean, we did this debug thing, so hopefully that would help us do that. And yeah, let's actually maybe make this float. Expect that you find there. Okay. Does this help? Well, I don't know. Anyways, let's just go ahead now. Yeah, because basically Rapier is like 3D, and I think it's just like maybe constraining it or something. Makes sense. Hopefully it would show me the collider. Oh, well, it doesn't. Well, at least does. Oh, it actually does, I think, but just too small. Okay, hold on. Let's go with maybe 100. Oopsies, that's too much. Let's basically. Okay. Well, I don't know why dynamic linking didn't work for me. All right, let's go. Well, that's too big. Maybe around 64. And in fact, we scripting language like Lua uh, to remove this problem. So that's something. Well, that's too much still, I think. Um, I guess let's try 32. Yeah, maybe 32. What do you think, guys? Oh, wait. Come on. Yeah, that's fine. That's kind of enough, I guess. Okay, so now we got a collider ball. So what's next? Now let's actually maybe figure out the controls. And let's actually also create an entity layer, I think. Let's go back to the Bevy book. Resources, plugins, X component, and there's also entity. A simple type containing a unique integer. Oh, actually it should be component, right? Yeah, my bad, I guess. Struct player. Is it really struct? I don't know. Anyways, drive components. I guess it could be anything. Because we're just gonna be using this like I don't know. Maybe it's just gonna be used like a marker in some sense. It's got a component right there. And then maybe we could add that to here so we could reference the player when we want to. Okay. Other than that, what else? We want, well, yeah, let's try to figure out maybe the controls. So I guess let's see some example for the controls. Weird. Okay, never mind. Let's go back. Let's see something here. Sprite sheet, sprite flipping. Let's look for controls or input or something like that. There's no input for some reason. Interesting. Um, there's a gamepad viewer. There's no examples for. Oh, well, there's this breakout game, so that would be a nice thing to check out. Okay, so you could actually insert a resource for a scoreboard. Cool. What the? Yo. What the? Oh, okay, I see. I was hearing noises. It's coming from this stupid thing. Okay, I was like, what? Did my game create itself somehow? Alright. Okay, insert resource, fixed time. Use from configure how frequently our gameplay systems are run. Oh, right, that's cool. And systems, fixed update. Oh yeah, we gotta use fixed update for physics stuff, I think. Yeah. All right. So maybe add systems. Well, let's just check out the other stuff. All right. So paddle is a component. Yeah. So like, yeah, that's good. Deref mute component event. There's even events. Interesting. Resource. Wall bundle. Okay, we could actually create a bundle. Wall. So a wall is just a sprite and a collider. Interesting. So we could like create a struct like I guess a player bundle, but we only have one player, so that's kind of pointless anyway. But that would be interesting maybe for like a asteroid. So that's something. All location, left, right. Okay. Scoreboard, command spawn, command 2D. Okay. Sprite bundle, a paddle, and a collider. There you go. Just like what we kind of have here. Material mesh 2D bundle. I like though that you don't really need a sprite. You could just like create a mesh and there you go, done. A lot of game engines doesn't have such a basic game feature. But anyways, commands don't spawn text section. Though of course you could always create a mesh, I guess. But that's also not so simple. Anyways, wall, right, wall bundle new. But where's the controls now? That's the real question. Move paddle. Okay, there you go. So, okay. Let's maybe say controls, I guess. Or just updates for now. Fixed. What's going on? Fixed update, I guess. I don't know. Well, I guess I'll just say on fixed updates or something like that. I don't know what kind of standards they use for naming. Oh, okay, hold on. Add systems, not system. System seems deprecated. And let's just create this function right here. Then on fixed updates. Okay, we're gonna need the keyboard input. Though later on we may check out some way to actually make it better. Some kind of library by basically like handling, for example, other controllers and stuff. There is something in my mind. I think it's called sleeve something. I don't remember. Anyways, mutable query. So we could look for transforms with paddle. We could just look for player, pretty much. And time step. Time step. Do I'm gonna need that? I don't think. We're gonna be working with physics. So we're just gonna be setting the velocity. We don't need time step, I think. So right now we're just gonna need this query. Okay. So query is gonna be okay. Query. Okay. Query. It's gonna be transform. Well, not here. It's gonna. Well, yeah. I gotta target some components essentially. Well, yeah. Let's just, I guess, transform too. Yeah, I guess the sprite bundle does have a transform, so that's something. Well, not really. Well, we're actually gonna be changing the transform. Though. We're gonna be changing the physics body. Though, actually, we didn't give a physics body, did we? Hold on. This is interesting. So we did give a cuboid collider. Or like just a collider. Yeah, a ball collider, but we didn't give it a body, I think. At least not yet. Player movement. Okay, that's something. Let's see. Okay, player movement. We could actually set the resolution of the title. Cool. Yeah, we could also set the gravity. Set gravity to 0. That's interesting. Player, and he's given it 100. I'm not sure what. is the player movement speed in pixels per second. Okay, cool. Collider ball. All right, let's go. Just like what I've done. And they're actually getting the sprite size divided by 2. And what is the sprite size? Yeah, just a constant. Velocity 0. Okay, so we have a velocity component and a rigid body. It's either, I guess, dynamic or something else, or static, I guess. There's also a custom size. Okay. Anyways, so I think what I need right now is rigid body and the velocity component before even any of this stuff. So let's just remove this for now. And let's just go back to the drawer. Okay, let's see. What we needed, I guess, rigid body, was it? I forget very quick. Damn. Rigid body dynamic. Okay. There you go. That's rigid. Well, what is the actual choices though? There's dynamic, there's also kinematic, position based. By cannot be affected by any external forces, but can be controlled by the user at the position level while keeping a realistic one-way interaction with dynamic bodies. One-way interaction means that a kinematic body can push a dynamic body, but a kinematic body cannot be pushed by anything. In other words, the trajectory of a kinematic body can only be modified by the user and is independent from any. Interesting. There's also velocity based. I think what we need here is probably kinematic velocity based for a character. Okay. At least I think so. But we'll see. Anyways, so that's what I'm gonna do for that. And I think we're gonna need like a velocity maybe. So how they did that? Velocity 0. Okay. So by default, of course, it will have a velocity of 0. Though we could try it out and see what's gonna happen. If like, let's say we give it a linear velocity, I guess. How do you give it a vector? No idea. It's a vec2, okay. All right, vec2. So let's try that out. Do you do it like this? Okay, cool. What's happening? It's arms. Oh, all right. So that seems good enough. Let's say 10 in the x-axis. Let's see if that would work. Okay, 13 seconds once again. Yeah, 13 seconds. 13 seconds. Let's go. All right. I don't know why it takes. All right, let's go. Nice. There you go. So as you can see, it's going that direction, which is quite lovely. Okay. Interesting. So let's just go with 0 for now. That's pretty cool. And let's figure out how we can do this. So query, I guess player. But what we want actually, we want velocity. Let's see in this example what they did again. Yeah, player and velocity. And mutable, of course. We need it mutable. Okay. Let's go with, I guess, mutable. Like that. It's actually before, yeah. Mutable query. Mutable. Well, an address, a mutable address to velocity, I guess. So we can change it basically. But of course it would be with player, I guess. But why he's taking the player too? Hold on. Where he's using the player. Oh, he's getting the player here. Okay. Well, what he's using player for? Player 0. Okay, yeah. He's using it for speed. Speed. Okay, we don't need that for now. Let's just hardcode that. Okay, mute velocity, but I think with player, if I understood that right. Okay. Parameter query is never used. Fine. I'm going to use it right now. Now let's see if we could actually get the input. So keyboard input any pressed. Any pressed key W, key code W, key code up. Pretty cool. Let's just copy this code. It's ours. But before that, actually, we need to first of all get, we need to get the, if I remember, you do it like this. Hold on. Yes, velocity query dot single. And we need it mutable though, because we're gonna change it. I'm not sure if I need it like let mutable though. But yeah. Anyways, let's just say let mutable, who cares? Well. And after that, let's see. Let's copy that code, of course. Oops. Oopsies. So we got up, down, left, right. Oh, it's a Boolean, okay. Now, well, I'd honestly like it to be, I mean, hold on, let me see the actual choices though. That would be cool. Any just pressed. Okay. Just released, get pressed. With subscriber, I think that's for events maybe. Anyways. So now, basically, I guess if up and down and stuff like that. Okay, so they're doing left as I8 plus right as I8. Yeah, he's basically converting it into a number. Yeah, so he could do calculations on it. Cool. So, okay, let's do that too. X-axis is equal to, though why not just do it from the start as you ate? So that's something. I guess it would be either 0 or 1. Oh, it's actually using I8. Well, let's just use I8. Why not? Just to make sure we don't have some error flow or something. Okay. Now the x-axis is of course right minus left, right? Why do it like this? Anyway, right minus left. And y-axis, well, honestly, instead of y-axis and stuff like that, let's just say input axis or input vector, I guess, or something. Then we could just maybe say vec2 u, right minus left, I guess. Here, probably up minus down, yeah. Okay, cool. Can we just do F32 maybe even? Casting bool as F32 is invalid. All right. Well, let's keep that as it was. Okay, let's cast these. F32. Well, it really depends on what we're gonna do with that. Yeah, there you go. He's casting it to F32 anyway. And he's actually making it vec2. Yeah, interesting. So, okay, up minus down. What's going on wrong with, okay, never mind. So right now we got our input vector. Let's see what else. For some reason, he's normalizing the vector. Okay. Let's see. Well, can we just normalize it in place? Well, not sure why they're normalize it like that. Can't you just normalize or zero? Yeah, probably. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Normalize, return self, normalize to length 1. But it's like, okay, for valid results, self must not be of length 0, nor very close to 0. Well, it could be 0. So as you said, normalize for 0. Let's see this one. If the input is 0 or very close to 0, non-finite, the result of this operation will be 0. All right, lovely. Let's go with normalize or 0. Cool. So now we got an input vector, and then we could hopefully change the linear velocity, isn't it? Yep. Okay, let's try that out. Okay, there's also angular velocity. Interesting. Linear velocity is equal to input vector for now. Okay. And I think that's pretty much it. Let's see how that would go. All right, moment of truth, I guess. Input vector. I mean, Bevy should probably make a better way to just get like a vector out of some inputs, but well, anyway. Okay. All right, it's moving, but I guess it's super slow. Yeah, it's super slow. Okay. And in fact, I'm setting it to the linear velocity. Well, that makes sense. Well, what if I actually do a plus right there? So acceleration in some sense. Well, let's see. Okay. This time somehow it took only 10 seconds, but anyways. All right, so right now we're using the keys to accelerate the ship. But of course right now we need some way to actually turn the ship. Though in the original game, what is the inputs though? I have no idea. Maybe I could look for the game in the web. Hold on. Let's see. Asteroids game. Okay, I found a copy, I guess. But how does that even works? Oh, it works with, oh, I see. So like the left and right keys actually rotates the ship, and the W key, or, yeah, actually accelerates the ship forward. All right, I see what's going on here. Oopsies, I lost. All right, so let me show you actually. So it's basically, so space shoots, and then you can just like change the, like turn the ship around, and you could just accelerate basically. And of course there's a terminal velocity, terminal speed. Okay, so let's try to do this. Okay, so in fact our code would be much simpler right now. This we would need it to actually turn the ship. And the down key, we don't even need that. We just need the up key. So if any of these are pressed, there you go. Now we do not even have a down thing there. Okay, so up as F32. Oh well. Oh well, oh well. So we kind of basically need to like, for the linear velocity, depending on the rotation, need to get some, well, can't we get the basis? I wonder, can we get the basis? Yeah, I do need somehow to actually get the current rotation. No, I don't think, yeah, no. This wouldn't give me that. So how would I get the rotation? Here's velocity. Oh, well. Well, let's start first of all with the rotation, I guess. Keyboard input, any pressed. So basically we're gonna say angular velocity is equal to right minus left, I think. Well, of course, both should be as, as F32. As F32. There you go. Okay. And maybe we need to scale those values probably. This should turn the ship right and left. Come on. Oh well, it's actually in the other direction. It's inverted. And it needs to be faster, of course. So yeah, it's basically left minus right. And of course, let's just do multiply. Here. Oh, necessary parentheses. Well, anyways. Yeah, that should be fine. And then we gotta figure out some way to get the rotation of the ship. I think we're basically gonna take the transform, I think. Yeah, probably gonna take the transform and use that. Oh, well, that's actually too fast, but anyways. Okay, I think we probably need the transform. Right? The position of an entity. Global transform. Okay, let's see what's gonna happen there. View to velocity. I think maybe I need to do it like this. And I need to basically get both. Yeah. All right. And I guess the mute should go inside now. Okay, cool. So let's see how we're gonna deal with this now. Velocity dot linear. Yo, what? My bad. I think it's fine. Like, no, I don't really need it, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, the linear velocity is already being applied to the bodies. Oh my god, my bad. Okay, so I think I could already just do this. I think. Of course, as F32. I'm gonna leave the transform for now. If I expected vector but found F32. Oh yeah. Well, which vector is like... Yeah, the actual question I think right now is this linear velocity, is it like a local or global? That's what's gonna affect this, basically. Well, interesting. Let's just try something and see what's gonna happen. I'm gonna keep this maybe 0 and then this as up. Let's see that. Not sure if it's vector 2. You? Not found in this scope. What? Okay, hold on. Vic? Oh yeah, it's Vic 2. New? I guess in the X 0, and let's try the Y to be up as F32 times, let's say 100. This function takes 2 arguments. Okay, let's just try this out now. Local. I mean, it makes sense that it would be local, but let's see if it's local. Local. No, it's actually global. What? So yeah, I do need the transform now because it's seems like it is global. Interesting. Okay. So basically, I'm gonna use the transform. I think. Don't even know how I'm gonna do this though. Hello, Lil Francis. Hello, Zig. STKFLT, welcome to the live stream. So here we can actually get the rotation, hopefully. And we somehow need to, well, give me back that vector. Hold on, give me back that vector. And is there like a rotate function or something? No way, come on. Okay, it's still loading for some stupid reason. Just multiply them. No, that's not gonna work. We need to rotate the vector depending on the angle. Returns. Pick 3 has a rotation function. Yeah, it seems like. So I guess that's what we need. Otherwise, it will be like rotation with the multiplication by cell's length. Okay. Hold on, what? Return RHS rotated by the integral of self. If self is normalized, then this is just or rotation. This is what you usually want. Otherwise, it will be like a rotation with the multiplication by cell's length. Oh, well, that's interesting. It's good to actually read documentation, I guess. Let's just do F32. So that would be from 0 to 1, right? So yeah, it will always be normalized. Dot rotate, and let's just say angle, which is going to be the actual transform rotation. Let's hope this works. This method, okay. Checked 2 but found quat. Oh, it's a quaternion. Oh my god, are you kidding? Expected vector 2? But why is it even expected vector 2? What? This is another level. What? Why it's rotating a vector by a vector? That doesn't make any sense. I'm confused. There is X, Y, Z, blah, 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 blah. I don't really work with quaternions. Anyone have any idea? It basically moves to the tip of the rotate arguments. Rotation is a quaternion. You can multiply it with a vector to rotate it. Oh. You can multiply it with a vector to rotate it. Multiply. Okay, let me try that. Does the order matter? But you might need to make a 3D vector. And then truncate Z later. Okay, let's try that out. Maybe something like this. Still screaming at me. Cannot multiply vec3 by quaternion. It's not implemented for that. Bevy prelude vec3 Esmol F32. No, that doesn't seem to be working. So go back a second. Now I just gotta figure out, well, can I give this a scalar though? That's the question. Can I give this a scalar? Or no? No, I cannot. I don't really understand how you would rotate a vector with a vector. What? That is another level. Expected vector 2. Vec x is the identity for vec2 rotate. Well, I'm trying first of all to figure out why the rotate function is expecting vec2. That doesn't make any sense. What? Can multiply quaternion by a vector. Well, I tried it just now, but it doesn't work. But not a vector by, oh yeah, the order matters, I guess. Okay. Let's see. He moves the point in the original vector to the tip of the rotation. All right, let's see. Go back. Go back. Bruh, what happened? What in the world? Well, let's just redo it. I guess you said basically quaternion times vector. Okay, let's see. Transform the rotation. But working with quaternions in 2D is crazy. Cannot multiply quad by Bevy prelude vec2. Well, let's try vec3 then. What? Expected vector 3, but found. Oh, I guess right now it's fine. It's just that we now need to basically convert it into a vector 2, I think. Which is weird, but okay. Well, I guess I gotta construct it manually then. All right, let's give this some creative name. Let x is equal to that, and let's just say vec2 new. Do you know how multiply an imaginary works? Yes, I kinda do. So how vec2 rotate works. Well, we're gonna see. I like to actually see how it works, then we can try it out, I guess. You can truncate the vector tree. Oh. All right, that's interesting. Okay. I'm used for 2D, just like the angle should be just like a scalar, not a quaternion. Anyways. Okay, I see what's going on. Truncate this. And let's see. You did say that maybe it should be in the X, but let's just try and see what's gonna happen first. Then the other direction. Come on. Maybe it's not too fast. Yeah, I need to actually scale it up. Hold on. Times, let's say 100. Just do plus equal. But anyways, let's just see what's gonna happen here. Oh, it actually works. I guess. Isn't it? Yeah, I think so. Lovely. Amazing. But we need to make this vec2.rotate vec2 from angle. What? Vec2.rotate vec2 from angle stop divided by 4. What do you mean? Extrude or rotate? Oh well, let's make this acceleration, and I don't know about that one. Let's remove it, and let's see. But since we did acceleration, maybe it does need a delta at this point. Yeah, since it's an acceleration right now. We're adding it as a delta. The argument to from angle is in radians. So for the sake of example, I put 2 in there. Oh, we also need to clamp the velocity though. And it needs to be faster. Yeah, it needs to be faster, but also gotta clamp it. So I think using trigonometry, easier way to do this. Like how? Just write the code. I don't know really. It's like I'm very much used to working like with angle as a scalar in 2D. Could do it this way, but then you have to convert to quad to Euler angles, get the z value, blah blah blah. Easier this way. Alright, but basically this is like fake 3D. That's essentially what it is. That's why I gotta go crazy about all this stuff. So Bevy really needs more dedicated 2D stuff. Yep. Vic2 has a clamp method. Yeah, we could use that. Oh my god, let's go. Truncate. Well, so basically gonna say equal to, and this guy plus, well, should we use lerp instead, maybe? Maybe. But this truncate, okay. We're gonna do plus, and then essentially clamp this up. Clamp. I don't know why the autocomplete takes too long. Oh, you'll need to clamp the magnitude. Yep, exactly, that's what I'm trying to do. I don't know why autocomplete takes too long. Clamp length, yep. Clamp length. Return a vector with a length no less than minimum and no more than maximum. Okay, cool. Though I only need maximum probably. Clamp does the components individually. Oh, there's clamp length. Yep, there's clamp length. So, okay, sure, well, I guess let's try 100.0 maybe. Well, let's go. Okay, it's fine. But 0 is supplied. Oh, okay, never mind. Should be fine now. But though I'd like to scale this up a bit to make it a little bit faster for the acceleration. Let's figure this out, I guess. I still haven't made the asteroids and the laser. It's still working just on the player, but it's coming up nicely. Yeah, 100 is not much. Oh, there's no yeah, there's no damping or like friction. There's no friction, and the high speed is not much. Let's maybe make it 500. And I don't know about this, but maybe let's try 100 for the acceleration, so it accelerates very quickly. Though maybe it would be better if we used lerp, I guess. Um, I don't know. Oh my god, that's too much. Okay, oh well. Where's the ship? I lost it. Nah, that's too much acceleration right there. We. Yeah, that's too much acceleration. Alright, we need some. Yeah, we basically, I I need to add some friction there too. So actually, let's just keep this as maybe 10 or maybe 50. Full speed in 5 frames seems a bit fast. Well, 5 frames, yeah. Now it's gonna be in 10 frames, I think, isn't it? But yeah, we also need to actually make use of delta though. Really. Yeah, that's let's make use of delta because we need it here, I think, isn't it? Because we're adding some acceleration, yeah. So we're adding some delta. So let's actually add that too. Maybe we could, maybe the Rapier configuration could contain like some sort of damping or air resistance or something like that. Yes. But anyways, let's first of all see where can we get the delta. I've seen it somewhere around here, I guess. Well, maybe not here, maybe here? Yeah, there you go. Time step. What's going on? Why can't it copy anything? I'm out. Good luck. Thank you so much. Have a good day or good night. Okay, times. Oh, actually in responsive. Interesting. Wait, I guess, and let's restart. Okay. All right. Right now we're back into business time step, and let's add that too here. Rest fix time. Parameter time step is never used. Okay. And how it's being used? Times time step dot period as seconds f32. What does that even mean? All right, let's see. Times 50 times time step dot period defaults to 1 to the 6th of the second. Right, and as seconds f32. Okay, so I guess as simple as that. Now we added the delta. Now it should be that we're accelerating at 50 per second. So it would take like 10 seconds to actually accelerate to full speed in this case, I guess. Yeah. 10 seconds to full speed. Come on. Nah, that's too slow. No way. Too slow. Let's say, well, maybe 100. Maybe that's. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. That's still kind of slow. But anyways, let's work on something else right now. Now, one thing that I need is like friction. Or actually, do we even need that? I mean, hold on. Let's go back to that game. Where is that game? Oops. Hold on, let me find that game. Asteroids. There you go. Uh, yeah, it does stop after a while. Yep, there is some little friction. There is some little friction there. I wonder how much realistic is that in space. Anyways, okay, let's actually try to get the air resistance or something like that to function. How are we gonna do that? Well, let's go back to the examples. And let's go player movement, maybe. Yeah, let's check out the Rapier config here. Let's check it out in setup. Okay. Now let's try Rapier config dot. No, there's none of that. There is gravity though, but we don't need that. Okay. Well, actually, we may need that really after the asteroids. I mean, as long as maybe, well, is the asteroids will be like dynamic objects? Well, I don't really think so. They're probably just gonna be normal objects too. Kinematic bodies. Anyways, so that's pretty much it for that one. Now, I guess we can maybe find some resistance components or something like that. Let's see. So Rapier resistance or like Rapier physics. I don't know. Let's see. Well, what if I tried? Hold on. No. What about maybe friction? Okay, there's a friction here. But is that really what I want? Maybe not. Uh, Dynamics, math. Well, hold on. Where this is actually exists, you may find some cool stuff there. It's in rigid body. Okay. There's velocity. What else? Additional mass properties. Mass properties. There's lock-in axis. There's an external force. Impulse. Gravity scale. CCD, which I think is continuous collision. Yeah, continuous collision detection. Dominance, what is that? No idea. Sleeping. Damping, there you go. Gradually slowing down the translational motion. Like, okay, that's exactly what I need. That's exactly what I need. So we need some damping. So linear damping, let's say, I don't know. Let's say something there. And let's see if it's remotely enough or not. Okay. Takes very long to update. Anyway, let's see. Now we should have some damping. All right. Next up would basically be like spawning asteroids and giving them a random direction, I guess. I don't think that is enough. Well, we don't need angular damping, that's one thing. So yeah, we don't need angular damping. We don't need that. And let's say maybe 100 here. Maybe that's too. Nah, maybe that's too much, but let's see. Come on, too slow. Nope, that's not enough. But 100 and it is not enough. Weird. What about 500? Confused. I don't think maybe it doesn't work. Oh, well, maybe I should. Well, yeah, it's maybe only for rigid bodies actually. Yeah, no, that wouldn't work for us because we're not using a rigid body. So we could try to use a rigid body. Let's see. No, 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 no. That wouldn't work probably. Yeah, no. Okay, we don't need damping, so we should just do it ourselves essentially. So basically, if there is no up, like if up is equal to 0, then we could basically go ahead and just lerp maybe linear velocity or something like that. Like, hold on, if up is equal to 0, truncate plus 100. If up is equal to 0, then let's see. There is a lerp function here, so that's interesting. So let's go to the lerp function, and let's say here vector 2 0. Oops. Oh well, I've done something completely wrong. Hold on. Okay, yeah. Now, if up is equal to 0, then we could basically say velocity dot lin velocity is equal to velocity dot lin velocity dot lerp, I guess. Lerp to vec2 0. And then here we could essentially say time step dot period as seconds fc32. And let's find out. So if there's no input, it would go ahead and slow down the ship. Why it's blocked? Bruh. Oh well. Close. Bruh. Oh well. Task manager. Rust rover in task. In task. Let's go. All right, so let's get it back. Rust rover. Okay, let's try now. Six, 25, 26, 27, 30? Why? From 13 to 30. Interesting. Okay, right now it's slowing down. So finally, we finished the actual controller of the player. This honestly doesn't accelerate too well. Let's go with maybe 300. See how much it would take right now? 10 seconds this time. Okay. Okay, that's much nicer. Now I guess let's try to basically spawn asteroids. Well, but at this point, honestly, I'm kind of tired, so that was it for this live stream. See you later, everyone, and goodbye. Have a great day or good night. See ya.